"What shit heap is this?" her voice feigning bliss, asked Catania, a pace or two above. On matters thus regal and all matters fecal, for such silt Catania harbored but love. A scatologic glance, ere wary of mischance, what silty solipsistic spate sophistry lay, sopping sophomoric, its aether euphoric, speciously sordid, it rank with decay. "Sweet mother's embrace," uttered she with distaste, as ignominiously pounced she upon the silt. It yet to collapse, the sewer drop shaft 500 or more years ago was built. A blade in need of hone was that human, that bone. What amulet mouldering rag heap be that there? A rat man there perhaps, playing dead I would chance, venture to close to but arm's length I dare. What moment it withstood but a death throw, it would rise up, waning rapid with insistence. Though truer I'd suppose, for to venture too close would deny its last course of existence. For such did she dare, her nostrils aflare, as her dagger met left for to parry. What sword for to swing, the rat man did spring, and met well he death lent for to tarry. From his neck for to bid his existence now slid, it haggard her dagger pulled hence from his lung. Unpleasantly droll, his head which did roll, cracked wet and bounced hollow as it rolled in the dung. By vaguest mischance sans head for to lapse, nigh rigour afforded nor mortis to goad. Catania then drew back, lest his nails glance her back. For vigour she had graced on that one for the road. A great village commode, with no anger to goad, what hilt for to sort, what lives to abort. For lacking in sport, behind came a snort, with her dagger and sword but one man-rat to thwart. His mettle thus nudged and engorged on a grudge, lunged he yet Catania bent solely on blood. What elbow to fear as she whirled on his ear, fluidic not, it was more like a flood. Up crept her blade, now under his rib cage, his ligaments sliced, his lungs for to dice. Man-rat not nice, what fur crawling with lice, how met ye your end with but metal of mice? Flowers for cowards and pansies to lay, you ruined my friend's funeral, your innards I'd splay, said Catania to no one, yet breathing that day, as twitching the man-rat's carcass bled out where it lay. And red is your colour, she spoke to no other, as ravenous dung-flies did dance round his head, and match not you do, you are all the wrong hue, said she as the dung-flies all sucked where he bled. But anger to sate for friend Fred, now late, as gazed she upon the ungratifying corpse. As dread looked around, he in emptiness frowned, for pilfer did she his angst and remorse. He heard not a sound as he again looked around, but waters falling rush from a torrent unbound. What city-states abate of Ashton ever late, an old aqueduct they found underground. What way away washed, excitement but quashed, a fathomless drop to the left and the right, with the path washed away by tumultuous spray, misharrowing and shrouded the bottom from sight. What path though was spied upon the other side of the pathway worn by the aqueduct's spray? A gap though too great, perhaps better to wait, and retire to resume upon some other day? She but looking down, her eye a ledge found, there in wafting mists below the path's edge. A bridge here there was, its arch anchored thus, space ample there was found on the ledge for to wedge. To dredge with a rope the rocky wet slope, what hollow to see on the near side there be? No plumb for to find, so Catania's fair behind, wound by rope, cinched for to the hollow to see. With the rope held by friends, down she went to descend, to a ledge where the bridge arched was anchored. To the hollow below she was destined to go, for within it was fate for to find her. What hopes were to sag but for piles of rags, at first to emerge but naught else to see, but mildew and mold what stint for the bold, beneath dung mouldering under what be, ever so sly beneath wrangle to pry, under muck for to sink but what twinkle did plink, a glimmer of steel her mind for to reel, to abrogate not lest she were to blink, a carapace old, a vambrace all told, shed she her cloak for such treasure to hold, a helm to perceive with gauntlets and greaves, favored by fortune found she coins of gold, a supper to sup she gathered it up, armor discreet in a parcel of 3, her belt for to sag with coin in her bag, what parcels secure, up the rope went she, back up to the shaft and to the inn at last. To sup errant not, I a bed for to find, into a bed made of feather she fell, like bad weather, no cock for to crow or clock for to wind. End of Book 4.